Yes, as I say, they took us. And then, of course, the end of the war was almost near. This was early in May. And I suppose about the 7th of May, just before the 8th, when the Germans packed in, the Russians were one side of us and the Americans the other. And it was Americans that come through the camp. Air guards had gone, except for a few, the better ones, I suppose. And they volunteered to do chores for us, you see. And then the Americans, they were short-handed. So they got us to help them control the military what was coming in. They had to be put in one side and in the fields, and the civilians, evacuees, the other. And of course they got us to help them do that, you see, clear the roads, because it was chock-a-block everywhere, see. And I remember there was one German officer come along on his motorbike and sidecar, and in the sidecar it was full of iron fists, you know, the anti-tank weapon, you know. And this American officer, he started pulling out. He nearly went mad. He might have, set them off, like, you know. Yeah. And so it was there, and we still couldn't. We was told to remain there. The Americans did give us a few rations, you know. We had to hunt for some ourselves, and we had to wait till air fellas come to transport us, you see. So it was 2 or 3 days before they came, and they transported us to Lüneburg, you see. But before we left, I was covered in eczema and ulcers, and apart from powdering us with delousing, puffers for delousing us, they put an ointment on my face, and then of course we rode in open trucks, and the dust and the sun burnt my face, and made it 10 times worse. By the time I got to Lüneburg, it was pretty sore. And we got there, they put us in the German barracks here, what they took over. I remember we stayed one night. Well, we had showers and everything. Change of underclothes, but they didn't have enough battle dress to change them. So I actually come all the way home in the battle dress I had on the march. And it hadn't. I'd had it on all the time, you know.